All right, Shannon, tell me about that at bat in that third inning when you hit that 2-run shot to tie the game up at 5.
It was a lot of fun. Jada, super good base running, got around in scoring position. I was just trying to hit a gap so I can score, and then just went deep.
Can you talk about what that dugout was like as soon as you got back?
Oh, it's crazy. I think we have the best dugout in the nation, hands down. I mean, these girls get so pumped no matter what the score is. You never know by looking at our dugout because we're pumped all the time.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to ask. So when you guys went down 5-0, what was the mood like on the dugout? Because from looking at it, from watching it, I was like, man, this is getting bad. But from the feel of it, I kind of knew that you guys weren't out of it because of the energy you had. So can you tell me like what was going on in the dugout when you guys were down 5-0?
Yeah, I mean that doesn't really phase us as a group. We're never out of a game, no matter what the score is. That's what's so special about this group. I mean, we're just full of energy, full of fight. I mean, we're gonna compete to the end, no matter what. I mean that didn't phase us. We knew they were gonna hit, and then we knew that we were gonna have to follow it up and hit more. So, I mean, we were ready for it.
How do you feel about your swing? You hit the grand slam on Sunday. Do you feel now you're kind of back in sync? I mean, it's early in the season as you find yourself. How do you feel where you're at right now after the last 2 games?
Yeah, I think I'm getting in my groove a little bit. It's a lot tougher this year. People have a lot more information on me, and I'm just trying to do my thing, hit balls hard, and hopefully they fall.
Going into this game, Missouri's ranked 20, you guys 22. Were there any nerves or like pre opinions about what was going to happen during this game, or did you guys kind of go into it clean slate?
No, I mean, Missouri's a great team. We know that. We do scouting reports and stuff. We knew it was going to be a hit for hit kind of game. I'd say there was probably some healthy nerves in a few of us, but I mean, nothing. We were ready to go. I mean, we belong playing teams like that. We know it.
So I know that you guys kind of added this game onto the schedule since with everything going on up north and the winter storms and all that. So how was it? I mean, I don't know if you guys, feel any energy from them, but how was it to, be able to just add a game like that and versus a ranked team like Missouri and, go out there and go toe-to-toe with a team that was in the top 25 in the country?
Yeah, I mean, we were excited. We love games like that. I mean, we're competitive. Like I said, we want to face the best because we are the best of the best. We want to face teams like this. We can beat teams like this. We will beat teams like this. We belong where we're at, and we know it, and we're going to keep fighting.
Tell me about what's it like hitting with Georgia Blair there when she hits that 3-run homer. I mean, it seemed like that kind of ignited you. You all fed off of that. I mean, what can you say about her?
I mean, Georgia Blair is a special kind of hitter. She's dangerous up there. I'd never want to be a pitcher facing her. She's a spark in our lineup, and we got 9 sparks in our lineup. So it's a crazy thing to be a part of. It really is. But Georgia Blair, she's a phenomenal hitter. She's great. She always gets us going.
Speaking of pitchers, can you just talk about the performance that you saw in Gianna when she had to come in the second inning?
Yeah, I mean, Gianna, it's I look up to Gianna in many ways because of how composed she keeps herself out there, and it's really a special thing to watch because she's my least favorite pitcher to hit off of when we do live in practice. I never want to face Gianna because she's gonna fight to the end. She wants to get to you. There's nothing that's gonna stop her from you help.
All right, Shannon, thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Shannon.
Thank you guys.
Watch your stuff.
G, tell me about there. You pitched pretty well. You kept the team in the game when you came in relief there down the early deficit. Just tell me how you felt out there when you came in relief.
Honestly, just like pretty loose and stuff. I knew like me, Bree, and Aaliyah had to have each other's backs this game, and we knew that going in. That was probably going to be all of us, working together and just trying to get a win.
Going into this game, when you knew that there was a possibility of you going into this game, when you got the go ahead, what was going through your brain?
Really just I knew I had to keep my team in it, and I knew these hitters were big swingers, and so I just needed to roll some to my defense and get some pop-ups.
So when you came into relief in the second inning, did you give the pitcher that you relieved any words of advice? I know that's it's not fun getting pulled out of the game that early in the game. Were there any words of advice you gave her?
I just told her, I got your back, like always, and she told me too, kind of what the hitters were like and what I was about to get into and stuff. So we kind of just tried to think back in that moment.
Tell me a little bit about you, because you can start and relief. You've done this throughout your career. Tell me about that mindset. Is there a difference in the mindset when you're starting as opposed when you're coming in relief?
I guess a little bit. I know starting, I kind of just go in knowing like, okay, we got to get this game off to a good start. And then coming in relief, I know whoever I'm coming in relief for, I just have to have their back and, keep it rolling the same way that they did.
You're doing all this work on the mound. Can you kind of talk about how your team, what you were feeling when your teammates went up there and hit 2 bombs to tie the game?
No, yeah, that was awesome. I almost lost my voice screaming in the dugout. But that's what we do. And unfortunately, that didn't happen the last couple of innings for us, but we were in that game the whole time. And so props to them, for doing that in that 3rd inning, because that was awesome.
Yep. So, how much of a relief is it knowing that you coming in the 2nd inning and you bringing the game back to normal? How much of a relief is it knowing that you got Aaliyah coming in right after you? I feel like that's like a dynamic duo with you two. How do you feel knowing that I'm gonna level the game out and she's gonna come in and do the rest of it? How does that feel knowing that you got her behind your back?
No, yeah, it's awesome. I know, I can go into any game, and even if I'm struggling that day, I got a lot of people behind me, and Aaliyah is one of them, and I know we work together really well, and saying that every single day, we have each other's backs no matter what, going into any game that we play.
What do you take from this now? You move on. You got McNeese State this weekend. It's a doubleheader Friday, single game Saturday, so you'll be a quick turnaround. So what's the message now to the rest of the team moving forward?
Just that we can't take this next team lightly. We got to just keep going, and the teams from here on out, they're good and they're going to grind. And so we got to grind even more and really just take this as a learning lesson and go from there.
So you guys went into this game being ranked 22, Missouri 20. Were there any superstitions you had about this game? Any nerves going on?
Not really. I mean, to us, it's just another team, and we call every other team Sally. So we were like, we're playing Sally today. Let's go.
So what are any takeaways that you guys take away from this game as far as, any positive, any negative, anything that you guys can build on into the next series you guys got coming up this weekend?
I think a big positive for us was we know we can fight, and we definitely showed that. I think some of the things that happened in that game, we can obviously learn from, and we've already talked about it, and they're not big things, they're small things that we can just change. But other than that, I think that it was good for us to play them, and seeing how we fought back in that 3rd inning, and seeing how our pitchers dealt with the circumstances that happened, I think we're going to be okay.
Great job, G. Thanks so much for joining us there. We'll see you this weekend.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
She won't.